Hey everyone, this video covers citizenship, but instead of something that you've already covered, this looks at two different views held in society about what citizenship should entail and what it should mean. So the first view of citizenship is the individualistic view, which basically sees citizens as self-interested individuals. And this is not a theory that is negative about individuals. It just says that, self-interest is self-preservation. It's human nature to be self-interested. And so because that is our nature at our core, then individual participation in government should be limited. Because if I am only going to act for myself, then possibly me making policy could hurt other people. And so the individualistic view of citizenship says that because citizens are self-interested, then their impact, their participation in government should be limited because they won't do what is best for everyone else. Okay. The second view of citizenship is the collectivist view. And this sees human nature as, citizens naturally act virtuously. They will do what's best for the whole most of the time. And so because they are acting virtuously, they are acting to take care of their community, then they should participate with the government so that the government will work for the common good. Okay? And so both of these views come back to what is human nature. And I think that you could probably make a very persuasive argument for both, that people are self-interested sometimes, and they are also, good, inherently good most of the time. And so depending on how you view people, okay, whether you think citizens in society are, self-interested, or whether or not they act virtuously in regard to their peers, then that might change the way you view the policy-making process. Okay, in the United States, we live in a democracy, and so the citizens are supposed to, have the power. They are supposed to exercise that power by participating with their governments. Depending on your view of citizenship, you, as an individual, could view that participation as good or bad. Okay, especially if that person's ideology, okay, or the way they view politics is different than yours. And so when we are talking about, citizens in the United States, when we're talking about immigrants and refugees, basically when we're talking about the public and we're talking about making public policy, we have to be aware that sometimes policy is not meant to be helpful. Sometimes policy is made by individualistic people who are self-interested, and that affects all of us. But most of the time, if we're being optimistic, policy is made to benefit the many rather than the few. But understanding these 2 points of views can help you learn about policy and hear about policy in the news or from your parents in a different way. Okay, if you're viewing policy as that made by, self-interested individuals, then you might not want it to impact everybody. You might want its impact to be limited. And so the point of this video is just to make sure that we all know that citizens, we view each other differently, which means we also view participation differently as well.